cold autumn morning in 1934. The metallic scent of oil and steel fills the air as the gates of the Henschel factory in Kassel open and a massive new machine rolls out of the shadows. This is the Henschel Type D1, a three-axle truck built not for beauty but for endurance. Its lines are straight, its frame uncompromising, its purpose clear. Designed to haul, to tow, to climb, and to carry, this truck would soon become one of the mechanical backbones of the German army, a true beast of burden forged in an era preparing for war. The Henschel Type 33 series began production in the early 1930s, and the D1 variant, introduced in 1934, became the perfected and most widely produced version. Earlier designs had flaws in their drive systems, but the D1 fixed those, introducing improved gearing, sturdier axles, and a more reliable engine layout. In total, more than 22,000 Henschel 33 trucks of all variants were produced, and approximately 6,300 of them were D1 models, a huge number for that era. They became an irreplaceable part of Wehrmacht logistics, appearing in every corner of Europe and North Africa. Under its long hood, the D1 carried a Henschel Type D six-cylinder gasoline engine with a displacement of 10,782 cubic centimeters, approximately 658 cubic inches. It produced 100 horsepower, equivalent to roughly 74.6 kilowatts, at about 1,700 revolutions per minute. From those figures, engineers estimate the engine's torque around 475 newton meters, approximately 351 pound-feet. At 1,500 revolutions per minute, an enormous amount for its time, giving the truck incredible pulling strength on rough terrain. The truck itself weighed about 8,500 kilograms, approximately 18,700 pounds, and could carry up to 3,000 kilograms, roughly 6,614 pounds, of cargo, a remarkable capacity for a 1930s vehicle. Its overall length reached about 7,170 millimeters, approximately 282 inches, width around 2,500 millimeters, roughly 98 inches, and height varied depending on the body type. The D1's wheelbase was long and stable, providing balance even on steep or broken ground. Its maximum speed was modest, about 39 kilometers per hour, approximately 24 miles per hour, but this wasn't a truck built for racing. It was designed for persistence, not haste. Mechanically, the Type 33 D1 was straightforward and nearly indestructible. It used a ladder-type frame, leaf spring suspension, and a multi-speed manual gearbox with a mechanical braking system typical of the time. The D1's drive configuration was 6x4, with tandem rear axles that provided excellent load distribution and traction on uneven surfaces. This mechanical simplicity gave the vehicle a legendary reputation for reliability. Soldiers could repair it with basic tools, even in field conditions. The D1 chassis became a foundation for countless body variations. Flatbeds carried supplies and ammunition, enclosed van versions transported radios and command equipment, and some units were converted into recovery and maintenance trucks. The KF-72 radio version was among the most famous. A mobile communication station equipped with long-range transmitters that allowed frontline units to maintain contact with headquarters hundreds of kilometers away. The Type 33 D1 even served as a towing vehicle for artillery pieces, and its three-axle design gave it the strength to haul heavy field guns through mud and snow. In battle, the Henschel Type 33 D1 proved its worth under fire. Imagine a convoy of these trucks climbing a steep dirt road under heavy rain. Mud splashes across the windscreen. Gears grind. Engines growl in unison. Each driver, soaked and tense, keeps the revs steady. The low rumble of the 10.8-liter engine echoing between cliffs. The smell of fuel mixes with wet earth and gunpowder. This is not just a truck. It's a lifeline, bringing ammunition, fuel, and bread to the front lines where silence and fear rule. The D1 appeared everywhere, on the frozen plains of the Eastern Front, in the deserts of North Africa, and in the muddy forests of Western Europe. In the East, its engines coughed in sub-zero temperatures as drivers wrapped their hands in rags to hold the freezing steering wheels. In Africa, dust and heat punished the radiators, but the trucks kept moving, their engines roaring across endless dunes. On the Western Front, they hauled supplies through bombed-out towns, dodging debris and artillery fire. Wherever there was a need for endurance, the D1 answered. Crews often customized their trucks to survive in the field. Mechanics added makeshift fuel tanks for long-distance runs, reinforced springs for heavier loads, and even built improvised shelters from canvas to protect themselves from the weather. The Henschel's cabin was simple, with a metal dashboard and a steering wheel that vibrated with every pulse of the engine. Inside, the air was filled with the deep rhythm of pistons, the scent of hot oil, and the faint clatter of tools hanging behind the seat. Despite its toughness, the D1 had its limits. Its 6x4 configuration, though strong, sometimes struggled in deep mud where full all-wheel drive trucks could pass more easily. Fuel consumption was high, a constant problem in long campaigns. Yet, soldiers and commanders forgave these flaws because the truck simply did its job, day after day, through cold, heat, dust, and chaos. From a historian's point of view, the Henschel Type 33 D1 was a turning point in German military vehicle design. It balanced power, modularity, and practicality long before such ideas became industry standards. Its robust construction influenced many later models, including heavier wartime trucks and post-war civilian haulers. Surviving examples of the D1 can still be seen today in museums and private collections across Europe, standing as reminders of an engineering era that valued endurance over elegance. Now imagine standing beside one today, its engine starting after decades of silence. The deep mechanical heartbeat comes alive. The frame trembles, gears clank, and a wave of nostalgia rolls through the air. The smell of burning petrol, the hiss of compressed air from the brakes, and the rhythmic beat of pistons all whisper stories of another century, of soldiers, roads, and survival. The Henschel Type 33 D1 wasn't just a machine. It was a partner to the men who drove it, their shelter, their weapon, their connection to the world beyond the battlefield. It was a symbol of industrial power and human perseverance. If you enjoyed this journey through the roar of steel and the dust of time, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. More stories about rare and extraordinary machines are coming. Vehicles that defined their eras, machines that changed the course of history, and engines that never truly stopped running.